Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're talking about Battlefield 2042 and its latest update, and whether or not this latest update actually did anything whatsoever. We're talking about the discarded rework and some of the things the update did. I mentioned in a previous video that I was very interested to see whether or not the discarded rework would do anything at all, and I have to say, my opinion might surprise some of you. All of this gameplay in the background is me playing on my 1080 Ti at about 70 FPS, and let's just say the old 1080 Ti, while it's a great graphics card, is begging for mercy on this game. Fingers crossed in the comment section that my dead 3090 gets RMA'd and everything returns to normalcy. As always, if you enjoy the videos, hit the like button and of course subscribe to the channel. Turn notifications on so you don't miss an upload. I upload regularly and I stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders. And let's just get right into the video. So first and foremost, this update, the biggest thing is obviously the discarded rework. And as we're all fully aware, I would be willing to wager that discarded is one of the most hated maps in Battlefield 2042. In Conquest, it was, let's just say, I never played discarded Conquest. And I'm serious, I've never completed a round of discarded Conquest until today. I was very skeptical about their ability to actually do anything with discarded, because if you look at the map, there's just not much to salvage. But with the work they've done with improving the layouts, which is something that I pointed out as absolutely necessary in order to pull this map back in any way, they've actually done a surprisingly great job. I think the improvement is a lot more noticeable on Conquest than it is on Breakthrough, but I think Breakthrough is still slightly better with the way the Breakthrough layout is. Some of the sectors are still absolutely terrible, like the last sector. I would say the last sector might even be a little more barren than it was before, because perhaps they removed some assets in order to add some other assets into the earlier sectors. The first sector is a little harder for defenders to hold now because they actually removed the verticality for the most part on the left side of the map, but in Conquest, the layout is much smaller, it flows a lot better, and I would even be willing to say that it's like a half-decent Conquest map now. It's like a 5 or 6 out of 10, 5 or 6 out of 10 on a scale of Conquest maps in other Battlefield games, you know, where, let's say, Achiba would be a 9.5 out of 10. So basically, it's on par with some of the worst Battlefield 4 Conquest maps, some of the worst Battlefield 1 Conquest maps, BF5, some of the mediocre maps there. You understand what I mean. Now, in terms of whether or not this update actually did anything other than the discarded rework, that's up for debate, because if I'm being completely honest, the game is the exact same other than the fact that discarded is now different. You can tell that these updates that are going farther into Battlefield 2042's life cycle are getting worse and worse and just less substantial as a whole. If you look at the patch notes, you could boil down this patch to the fact that you can now remove attachments from the Plus system, the discarded rework, and some vehicle nerfs, such as the Super Hind taking more damage, the Condor taking more damage, and maybe the Tracer Dart has the ability to go through Stealth Heli stealth mode now. Other than that, I would be willing to say that every single other one of those patch notes is major fluff and miscellaneous at best. Certainly not noticeable. And that really sucks, because there are still a ton of obvious problems that are very easy to address, or at least make better, that they could, you know, shove into some of these patches if they really wanted to. And this is sort of the name of the game with Battlefield. They get the game to a sort of state, and then they never address some of the remaining major problems, so the game never reaches its full potential. And I really do think that's what we're seeing with Battlefield 2042 in real time. Remember, with Season 4, this is the last officially advertised season that came out during the beginning of the game. Season 5 was not advertised during the beginning of the game, and I would fully expect that to have less content than the other seasons, as well as less substantial changes. Now, hopefully I'm wrong and they rework some of the major problems, such as the gunplay. Hopefully they address some weapon balance. Hopefully they address some vehicle balance. Maybe they could finally add a squad management system. They could do a ton of things that would make Battlefield 2042 just a much better game. We will have to see if they actually do them. One note about how they nerfed transport vehicles in this patch, though. I actually disagree with how they went about it. I made a video detailing how you should go about nerfing transport vehicles, and it's very simple. You simply remove their ability to be more effective offensive vehicles than the actual attack vehicles themselves. Now, what they went ahead and did in this patch is they made the Super Hind and the Condor receive more damage when getting shot at by all projectiles. They made the Super Hind take 20% more damage, and they made the Condor take 10% more damage from all projectiles. But it's a transport vehicle. It's supposed to be tanky. Its main role is to get people from one place to another. It's supposed to be that tankier vehicle. I don't agree with them increasing the damage they take because that wasn't a necessary change. It kind of just defeats the purpose. You're making it a glass cannon at this point. All you had to do was remove the overpowered weapons from it, and boom, it's a transport vehicle suddenly. Another very funny thing I'd like to talk about was a very common comment that I saw below my update video that I put out on Reddit, on Twitter. The RM68 has somehow not been nerfed yet. And they could have done it in this patch. In fact, when this patch released, I tested the RM68 to see if they might have secretly nerfed it, because DICE is notorious for not putting changes in patch notes. Well, I tested it, and the RM68 is the exact same. They haven't changed it in any way. It's the most overpowered gun in the game right now, period. I think that's pretty obvious. It does everything. And I just can't for the life of me understand why they wouldn't nerf it. Because most of the community is absolutely in agreement about this weapon. It's definitely the gun that I die to the most, particularly at range. So I suppose people just have to wait and see what they do to the RM68. As far as what to expect in future updates, we know that Hourglass is going to be getting a rework. So if they can make Discarded better than I thought they could, I'm honestly very interested to see what they do to Hourglass, because I would say Hourglass is the worst map in the game by far. If they pull that map back, I will be truly impressed. So if you enjoy the video, hit the like button and of course subscribe to the channel. Come to the Twitch streams. I stream every single day. We're playing on the 1080 Ti. It's terrible. Getting 70 FPS, having a wonderful time. I'm going to be doing a Expedition stream, or Agent Enders, as some of you may know about that by, very, very soon yet again. Since we won that $20,000 tournament, we aren't having team practice as of right now, so I actually have some free time again. And I'm planning on doing a Discord member-only giveaway pretty soon for a very cool mousepad and a headset. So be sure to join the Discord if you aren't in there already, and follow your boy on Twitter. I'll see you guys later. Oh my god, what? Oh my god, of course, bro. Hey, what's up, man?